What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity John. And guys, I got a hot one off the grill today because we are talking about JW Lucas. Now JW Lucas is some struggle European producer from Las Vegas. I've never heard of the guy before, okay? And again, whenever somebody is not producing music but talking about things that don't concern them, I have to consider you a bum, okay? JW Lucas is a bum! A complete bum, all right? He's just like one of those guys on, Housewives of Atlanta, twerking it up. I mean, listen, if you're a guy and your interest is making money, so he says, he has this whole bum clique called 702, a whole bunch of no talent producers. If you are so concerned with making money, why are you concerned about black issues? All right, you should be selling Nintendo game beats or something. But you're a bum. You're awful. All right, that's why you're so busy debating Black Lives Matter, because you're a bum. All right. Now, he had a dispute with Tamika Mallory. She's a Women's March organizer. I don't know too much about her. But he did say that he was more qualified to lead Black Lives Matter movement. All right? Which I find interesting that a white person would say that publicly. Now, we do know that many of them feel that mentally. Which, at least he's honest. Okay? Many white people feel that they have the answer for blacks all over the world. George Soros, we all know that this is the truth. But to come out and say it, though, is something that I applaud him on, because at least we know where he stands, okay? But then he made some disparaging remarks about Breonna Taylor. And that, it was her fault for messing with a boyfriend that was a drug dealer. She signed up for it. She didn't deserve to die. But, hey, listen, if she would have been messing with a Pookie or a Ray Ray, then it wouldn't be any problem, right? So, let's kind of go there. Now, he did an Instagram live a little bit later, and then popular black YouTuber and influencer Tariq Nasheed jumped on the stream, right? And shout out to Tariq. Tariq is a very, very popular influencer, documentary filmmaker. The guy is super talented. He's hella funny. He does his thing, right? And salute to Tariq. You can't hate on Tariq because he's been in the game too long. He definitely knows how to do things, right? And shout out to Tariq Nasheed for that. Tariq Nasheed ended up getting on Instagram Live and checking him about what he said, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a small clip of that right now of the exchange, and I want to go and I want to come back and give my 2 cents on it. So guys, I want you to hear the exchange between these two and let you know what I think.
So man, let's get into what you're talking about, bro. Now
I appreciate you calling in as well.
Absolutely,
and I respect what you do, and I'm a fan of your work too.
No doubt, but brother, what you said about Breonna was very disrespectful. You understand that, right?
I understand that I should have been a little more sensitive with the last part, but it was designed to start a conversation. I did say under no circumstance did she ever deserve to lose her life. But if there was circumstantial evidence to where a warrant was signed and executed and police were fired on, there is special circumstances to this case, and I do believe the case is being sensationalized for political purposes. And that's the nature of the text.
That's not what you said, bro.
That is exactly how I tweeted it. It was, and if anyone feels it's disrespected, and I spoke to Breonna's sister today, and I apologized to her, and I said under no circumstances did I want this to take away from what's going on and the actual fight. This is to enable people coming forward and eradicating poverty, eradicating the real issues.
All right, so JW, why do you think you need to be a spokesperson for Black people?
Because I feel that I have the fundamental understanding and the framework to bring real innovative ideas to the table. I understand quantum physics. I understand the nature of reality. I understand the nature of reality. I understand game
Black
theory.
People don't have the fundamental understanding of reality.
I did not say that. I say I do not hear it when people are speaking about the cause. I've never heard anyone distinguish between cooperative and competitive games, and that's the issue we're having. This zero-sum economy, this system that's the problem.
You're veering off, brother. Right now,
no, I'm not. I'm not veering off. This is the cause. This is the exposure to police brutality, the exposure to poverty.
We're talking about you right now, Jay.
And I have a level of understanding that I have not seen in the game, and I look at everyone, including yourself.
So you think that you're more qualified to talk about Black issues than Black people?
Yes, sir. Based on my fundamental understanding of the nature of reality,
if you think
the nature of reality. Yes, I say that with the utmost respect to you. I dedicate my life to this every day.
You just said that you're more qualified to speak for Black people than us.
On the solutions. Let's talk. No, we're talking about the actual ideas that are brought to the table.
What you want to do is practice.
And we can list the ideas. We're having an intellectual conversation. We're not just regurgitating shit.
You just admitted that you're more qualified to talk about Black issues than Black
people. And I
people.
clarified that's based on my understanding of quantum physics. The actual. Let me speak. Let me speak. I clarified.
I wanted to establish.
Listen. Let me explain. Let me explain.
You just admitted it. That
no, I did not. You're pinning that for your own individual gain, and that's
bullshit. I just asked you, sir. You just said
and I began to clarify and let me speak.
About Black issues with Black people.
And I spoke to you. I clearly communicated. Let me tell you something.
All right, guys, you heard what Tariq and Jay Lucas had to say. JW Lucas, rather. And this is why, for me, it's very sensational. But in all due respect with Tariq Nasheed and any other Black person out there, why are we even having a conversation with a guy like this? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, why are we even having a conversation with a guy like this? Now, obviously, Tariq Nasheed made many points in an Instagram live that this guy can't refute. Right? You're a white person and you're saying that you have a better solution for Black people than Blacks themselves because it has nothing to do with color. It has something to do with ideology. And again, I'm pretty sure, because the way he sounds like a white guy that grew up around Blacks. He probably has a Black girlfriend. I'm pretty sure she was there listening. And you know what? It comes to a certain level of entitlement that some Caucasians have when they get into the industry. When they get in the hip hop industry, I've seen them when they come to Africa, just entitled and wanting to talk about Black opinions and Black issues. However, when it comes to their people and their groups, they'll be damned if you say you have the solution to white America. Oh, by the way, it has nothing to do with skin color. It's about ideology. Like, would he say that about the Jews? Would he say that about the Hispanics? No. See, Black people is the one group that you can actually say this to and they'll still support you after 3 or 4 days. Like, everybody knows that. And it just goes to show you that he doesn't have any respect for the group. When somebody shows you that they don't have respect for the group, I just don't think you waste your time debating it. And although Tariq Nasheed made, very, very many valiant points, I just don't know what you get out of that. People like him are just that dumb. Okay, when you are a white person and you say, I have the solution for y'all. I'm looking for the quickest way to block you quick. Like, get off my phone. I'm not gonna talk to you. All right? And as African Americans, we can't afford to debate idiots about our community. We can't. It's a waste of time. All right? And that's why I don't engage in talking to white supremacists or white people on my platforms. I've seen people do that, have debates with white people for views. I don't know if that could be the case or if it's a hot show. I don't deal in that. I don't talk to white people about African American issues. I certainly don't care. In my humble opinion, I just don't. Because what you're gonna find out is just gonna make you more frustrated. Okay? Doesn't lead to much solution. And then also at the same exact time, it shows you how entitled they are. And I think, Tariq Nasheed was definitely right. But again, we're wasting it on the wrong people. What we need to do, instead of talking to JFW Lucas or whatever his name is, we need to talk to our own people, right? And we need to tell our people to not engage with people like him. Because African Americans, we know we are a very easy group to get riled up and get upset and get emotional. The guy is nobody to get emotional. He's a nobody. He's a bum. Who cares? All right? The guy doesn't even deserve to be in Tariq Nasheed's presence, to be honest. Doesn't deserve it. And Tariq Nasheed just wasted 15 minutes of his life or talking to an idiot. Okay? Seriously. The guy's a waste of his time. Tariq Nasheed has no business talking to a guy that's this dumb. All right? Obviously he's right. But it just goes to show you how entitled that some people are. And I'm going to tell you what happens. A lot of the swirling community and a lot of the buffoons that want to go out and diss black women, you want to go out and diss black people, you create these entitled people by what you do. Unfortunately, when you put other people above you, you allow them to do that. They're like, oh, well, you know what? Wow. They do like me like that. I can say this and that. And this is what I'm talking about. Stop putting people over your own people. Because they get entitled. I've heard stories of white women that feels like, they can say the N-word because they sleep with black men. And we open that door to them. Then you want to get mad when you do that. Certain things in conversations we don't have with other groups. Racism, I don't talk to you about that. Debating white supremacy, I don't talk to you about that. I never talk to white people about those things. We can talk about sports. We can talk about anything else. Talking about African American community, I don't talk to that about with white at all. And if you insist on talking about it, I'll block you. Or dismiss you, I'll hang up on you. You're not going to force a conversation with me about my community. I don't talk to you about that. I talk to the people who can change it, which is us. And guys, that's all that I have to say. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Subscribe. Hit the bell. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Guys, check me out on patreon.com. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Go to the first comment to the top. And guys, I really appreciate all that you do. Always remember, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.